unmute us. You guys are now unmuted.
I didn't. You sort of cut off.
Go. Yeah. Well, welcome to D&D, ladies and gentlemen. Running through Curse of Strahd for these guys again. I think it'll be fun. So I made sure we got different setup than last time. Sorry, I'm batting away a fly. But basically,
It's time for Sir Pompous to shine.
we have
Not that I'm not
our
already
usual
shiny.
suspects and 2 new ones this time, and I'll have them introduce themselves when the time comes. We're just sorting out some extra stuff here. Sorry, there's like a shit ton of flies because I live on a farm. Again, I'm back in my family home. That's why one of the other reasons why I haven't really been streaming that much. It's because I'm back home.
I mean, you can worship pretty much anything, right?
Yeah.
Depends on what you want to do.
Yeah, I gotta look up. I have one in mind. I gotta look up what his name is. Gods of Faerun.
Did you get it all figured out, Anna? Hello.
Anna, hello? She might be dead.
Anna!
Was God the god of birth or something? The god of
Which god are you going for?
I'm looking. I have one in mind.
Hello?
Yo.
Hello.
Am I audible now?
Yes, you are audible now.
Honestly, I'm gonna just go with Lathander.
Lathander? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's just he's almost, I want to say, like the default, but like
I went with Nula, if anyone's interested.
Nice.
Nula, hold on.
Since Anna's new to playing D&D, she is a godless heathen currently, so that's fine.
Wow. I mean, she has a pact with a demonic entity, right? So that can be your god, I guess.
True. That depends on or fairy. You know, she could be.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Back.
I guess I shouldn't have assumed your alignment to her. Sorry.
She left.
Oh.
She'll probably be back.
She probably just had having trouble with her internet.
Yeah.
My sheet's not private, Dragon, so you can go read my backstory if you want.
Mm-hmm.
I was like really tired when I wrote it, so I don't remember.
I need to have my own proper backstory. I have some quirks, but I don't have a full-on backstory.
Yeah, and then he wants to, because he has some fun little things that he wants to keep, like, make discoverable. That's why he privated his character sheet.
That's fair.
And don't worry, I know what they are, and it's nothing like breaking the game. It's just funny little things. Welcome back.
Womp womp.
I I might have my internet might have died a little bit.
I've taken a poop. It's okay. It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody poops.
Including your internet.
Where do I see your backstory? Is that in like features and trades? Or...
It'll be.
I think it's in notes.
Yeah, notes. That's right.
Notes.
I mean, try not to meta game. Like, obviously your character wouldn't know my backstory, but it's free for you to read if you want
I
to.
don't think I can see your notes unless I'm doing something wrong.
I think notes might be private.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's a secret.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, Dragon.
Okay.
Fuck you anyway.
All right. Anna, are you good with your character sheet now, or are you still trying to figure stuff out?
I'm still trying to figure things out.
Okay. Like with your portrait and stuff?
Okay. I think I did it? Question?
Take a look. Let's see.
Once you upload the picture, you actually have to select it for some reason instead of automatically selecting. So.
Oh yeah, it's there. See it?
Oh, it is. Oh yeah, this is.
It's all right. It's good. And with that, I think we can kind of get started here. I kind of already introduced what we're doing while I muted myself from you guys for a moment. But yeah, welcome to your first session of Curse of Strahd. For stream purposes, if you guys want to introduce yourselves, that would be awesome. We can start with how I see the camera alignment on Discord. Start with Miles.
Okay, we're introducing the character here, I presume.
Character and yourself if you want. It's up to you.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll go with the character then.
Okay.
Because I don't know what to say about myself other than, hi, my name is Miles. I enjoy D&D. I haven't played it in a long time, because of scheduling reasons and people dropping out of games and things like that. But, anyways, I chose to fill this campaign, so I ended up playing Ranger, and now I'm not really filling anymore, but we're going to go with it. So, what? Why?
What? Are you asking?
Why do we need
Pyro?
Pyro?
Oh, it's because he.
Oh, he's just great. I love him.
He's a funny little guy.
Funny little dude.
But with that, Dragon, you're next. Go. You know the.
Yes. I mean, I think I'm pretty similar as far as myself goes. I'm Grant. I like D&D. I've played a lot more recently than I have in the past because I am 19 now and I was a lot younger back then. It was harder to find people. Which I'm now happy I like because I like playing D&D. And now because I have more experience playing D&D, I can do fun role plays. Like Sir Pompous, my character, who is a cleric with the god Lathander. And perhaps you'll meet Sir Wumpus as well, but only time will tell.
And normally, I would introduce myself because I'd be next in the order, but since I'm not a player, I'm the DM, and I've already introduced myself earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Anna.
I guess this is my first time playing D&D. I always wanted to play it. Hopefully I'll do good.
You'll do fine.
there's not like a grading system and be like, oh, you gotta D this session because you didn't do well.
As long as you like actively participate and like try and like help your party, you'll do perfectly fine.
It's for fun.
Yeah, please
if you're
don't.
not having fun, then you don't need to play.
I just want to have fun. That's it.
Yes, and trust me when I say I hope to make you laugh a couple times. Let's just say.
And with that, we will start on the introduction of our campaign. So you guys have already met. You're already met in a tavern. You've been adventuring for an indiscriminate amount of time. And you've recently just come off of your last adventure and you're miles away from the nearest town. So you decide to camp in the woods for the night. And for those of you who haven't done an overnight camping thing before, how this typically works is you set up watch. Like each person takes turns while the others sleep to make sure nothing bad attacks you in the night. So as you go through the beginning of your nightly routine, I'm going to ask who would like to start with watch in the beginning.
Did you start the game session on
the map? There is no map for this part. This is kind of just the intro part. So when I get to the map part, if we get to a map part, essentially for this session, I will show the map. I'll start the session when that comes for it. But we have like a little bit of time before we get to that particular part. So this is all theater of the mind. Use your imagination.
Yes. SpongeBob with his two hands making a rainbow.
Exactly, as I just did that on stream.
I can hear the sparkles.
If only I had like cued sound effects, I would definitely
Sparkle.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you, Anna.
We don't need effects. We have Anna. But Sir Pompous will take first watch. As the light dies, my power will grow.
Okay. And now would be a good time to talk amongst each other before you start to get ready to go to bed. For those of you who are sleeping, and for those of you who are taking watch. So this is where an initial role play part would happen, where you kind of interact with each other. For those of you who are new to D&D.
Yes.
Okay.
Sir Pompous, don't worry for your safety, for Sir Pompous is an excellent battle-trained warrior and a cleric. Guided by the thunder, I shall not fail, for his light dwells within me.
Are you sure you can stay awake there, Constable Pompous?
What did you call me? It's Sir Pompous to you. Thank you very much.
Well, it sounds like Sir Poopy.
The fuck? Do you wish to fight my compatriots? It seems you like to start a fight. No? Perhaps not. Would you like something to drink, perhaps?
I think he's talking to you.
I do want a drink, though.
Ooh.
All right.
Just give me one, and I will procure one for you.
Dragon, do what you have to do, and Anna, can you please go to your character sheet and roll me a perception or investigation roll, please, and tell me what you get.
Perception.
Whichever one's higher. Got an 11 from Deadly Eagle. And
Oh, I was just trying to figure out how to. Was I supposed to do that? I
you
was
can
just.
do that. You can do it. Well,
Okay.
I
That wasn't what I
assume
was gonna do. I just didn't know how to use the sheet.
you just click and it
Because I've
rolls.
never used this before. Yeah. Okay. Well, now I know. But
Um, but are you?
Uh,
It's in the big
what would
long
what?
box that's called skills.
Yes. Don't worry. Don't nope. And again, no pressure. We know you're still learning, so it's not like you're like, oh, hurry up. You know, it's fine.
And if you need me to
Hi.
take a look, I can.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, please.
All right. Let me open Discord. So
can I
what's up?
sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just wondering, like, does Deadly Eagle notice any birds of prey flying around or anything like that?
No birds of prey flying around. Yeah, so in the big box,
Okay.
in between, like the one that has like your a bit like your actions and stuff. Yeah, that one right there. Go and move your mouse down until you find perception or investigation. So you could do either those, one or those two, because you have. Yeah, go and you can click the number. There you go. All right, you guys both rolled an 11. Are you trying to actively hide what you're doing, Dragon?
So I'm basically going to Sir Pompous is going to basically reach behind him and seemingly out of nowhere pull out a cup, and it's just going to be filled with the liquid, which I mean, depending on perception, you might recognize.
Okay. I would say that you they don't really see what you're doing, like to procure said liquid, but you nonetheless you pull out. Would you say one or two cups? Like one for each of
I
them?
would. Well, I'll first offer it. One to any characters. Alicia, is that how you say it?
Yes, Alicia would be her
I
name.
will first pull one and be like, for you, Alicia, to soothe your spirits. And then if she chooses to look at it, it's the color of I like. Should I describe the color and consistency?
Yes, that would be lovely.
So it's a light pink almost, and it's a thicker consistency. So like I
Like
would say it's
smoothie
not
or
a
like juice.
yes, like a smoothie consistency.
Okay. All right. And so you hand it to her. Do you take said libation from your compatriot?
Hmm. Are you sure you're not trying to poison me?
Well, you guys have been
Yes.
traveling together for a while,
Besides,
so
yes, I have. I pray to the god Lathander, goddess, god of lights, and I've been traveling you. But yes, now for some odd reason, Sir Pompous would want to kill you.
Okay, I'll drink it.
would you like
You
to describe the flavor and texture? I guess
yes.
to
Depending on where your character's from, you may or may not know it as a strawberry milkshake, but with a slight hint of Pepto Bismol for some reason that you don't know why.
so there you go. You have a strawberry
But
milkshake. So is it like a Jack in the Box milkshake? Because that's basically what Jack in the Box milkshake tastes like.
I guess I don't know. I've never had one.
Uh,
Well, this drink is very, very pleasing. Thank you very much.
and then
Oh
are you also procuring one for
yes, I will offer one to Deadly Eagle.
and go ahead and roll
And
Yeah,
on
no,
then
your what you need to do on your end, Dragon. Um, and with your permission, would you want them to make another perception check to see what you're trying to do?
it is up to them. It is up
Okay.
to them.
If, for those of you who are trying to discover how he procures said beverages, you may roll another perception or investigation, if you so please. That is a 12.
Yes, I'm also posting a pick the color. Basically, I'll post the color every time I procure a drink in the chat, so you can see what color it is. You rolled 12. I mean, I guess you could probably with the 12, you could probably hear that it's just like I'm basically going behind my back, and I have a cup, and you're just hearing like liquid being poured into the cup somehow out of literally nowhere, and that's all you can gain for right now.
By the way, do you want to send me like a minimum difficulty check, Dragon, that you want them to meet?
Sure.
Thank you. I would assume like
Right.
a 15, but that's up to you.
Let me first before I do that. Let me first. If I mean, do you choose to take the drink, Deadly Eagle?
No way. I only drink the spring water Nula provides, brother.
No, perhaps it is spring made with spring water. I don't know why I just went big.
Get out of here, man. I know it's not spring water. There's no spring behind you.
Just give it a sip, perhaps.
And then for those of you who are watching and don't know, Miles is from Canada and he's perpetuating the Canadian stereotype. And it just reminds me, I don't know, Miles, have you seen Helsing Ultimate Abridged?
I have not.
Oh, there's a part like towards the end of it where basically they have like a bunch of papal knights where it's like one of them is the Salvation Army, and they basically, and it sounds basically the same with how you're doing the accent.
Well, I'll say this. I grew up poor in a small town surrounded by 3 reservations, so I'm really in my element right now.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, the color I posted in general, it's basically like a minty green type color, and it looks to be a little bit foamy. But I don't know if you care now because I don't know if you care. Just going to drink it regardless.
I would say Deadly Eagle's a little bit distrustful by nature, so he's
But
just
I've been
gonna.
traveling for quite a while. You still do not trust me?
It smells gross, man. I don't know. I don't want it.
If you do smell it, I mean, it smells a little bit like alcohol, just like a hint of alcohol in it.
Is it like a Scooby snack or something?
To put it, I mean,
what are you saying, man? What are you
I will
saying?
I will basically describe what it is. It's basically a grasshopper. It's
Oh, okay.
the alcoholic drink of grasshopper, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, Deadly Eagle is like pretty used to just living off the land, so he thinks it's weird. He doesn't want it.
Or for you, I guess.
All right, yeah, suit
Pompous.
yourself.
All
So
right.
Pompous will drink this amazing beverage.
And so you guys start to settle down. You know, you have your bed rolls and stuff set up around the campfire. And Dragon, if you would be so kind as to roll me a perception check.
Oops, perception. It's
I
11.
was
11. All right, so
Pompous and Wampus. Okay.
so even as you like can't really see anything like extremely like prevalent, you do notice that the fire is starting to kind of flutter a little bit, and a creeping fog starts to very quickly surround your camp. And it's almost as if this fog is moving with its own intent rather than just kind of rolling in naturally in a line. It's actually physically surrounding you within about you and your party within about like a good 30-foot radius, trying to cut you guys off essentially.
What's this fog? What is this?
And you can hear faint, like incoherent whispering as you see the fog kind of close in around, and you don't really see the trees that you saw earlier, as the fog kind of cuts off the view from the familiarity of where you guys initially settled. And
Yes.
what would you like to do?
I will yell, get up, my fellow travelers. There seems to be an evil surrounding us. Prepare for battle.
Sorry if you can hear the bird in the background. I live on a farm.
Uh,
So I'm basically actively yelling because I'm like, oh, evil surrounding us.
I get up immediately. Yes.
All right. And
I
as you
love your
guys,
character being uncertain.
as you guys
It's like,
like
do I get
rouse
up?
and get up quickly, you notice that the fog is from one end is essentially starting to move closer and closer to you. And can I have both Anna and Miles? Can you roll me a perception check?
Perception.
whoa. Okay. I am up. I am awake.
Yeah, you're that 2 minutes of sleep really got you going.
Because I didn't drink before bed.
It's that same box. There you go. So you essentially Deadly Eagle, you hear it first. You hear several not really footsteps, but like something in a large group and number running out in the fog, followed by a very loud howling sound, almost like these are wolves, but much more guttural and dire, I should say. However, Elysia,
Would they sound?
you're still
Would,
rousing
sorry.
from your sleep. You're good. You kind of fell asleep hard, and you're waking up a little hard as well. No pun intended. Don't be weird. But
I don't know if you read my backstory, but is it like something I would recognize or different?
I would say you would probably recognize it as a dire wolf if you're familiar with hunting
Okay.
large beasts and stuff like that.
Okay.
However, there's a lot of them, more than you guys would probably be able to handle.
Okay.
And I don't know if you want to tell what you want to tell your group or your guys to do at this current moment in time, but your initial inclination would be like, I don't think we can handle this right away, or this kind of attack.
Yeah. Okay. Can we like climb some trees?
You don't see any trees in sight currently.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I will say, there's a whole bunch of big dogs coming. They're big, mean dogs. I don't think we can take them all. Then I don't know if we're supposed to run in the other direction. I don't know if we're surrounded or what. Like,
that's up to you guys.
There's a dire situation. Sorry.
I know what to do, guys. I know what to do. I will summon my familiar.
Okay.
Question: how in the everlasting fuck is that going to help us?
So
I will summon a skeleton. My skeleton.
You summon your skeleton. Since skeletons don't really talk, because undead creatures at the base level don't normally talk, what do you tell your familiar? You know, like what's the plan here?
My plan is, since he's a skeleton and these are wolves,
yeah, he's just a bunch of bones. So yeah.
Yeah.
The logic is
Perfect
flawless.
distraction.
So I'm guessing you send. What do? You send them out to into the fog in the direction of the wolves. And I'm assuming you guys are going to run in the opposite direction at this point.
Yes.
Yeah, like I'm assuming we can't see them yet at this point. They're still kind of far off.
Yeah. So you guys do that, and if a skeleton could audibly scream, it would, as you can hear it being torn apart as you guys are running away. However, it's weird that the fog, when you're running the opposite direction, almost kind of like parts as you go through, and it's almost like it's leading you down a path. And
Is that? Can I roll insight?
you
Religion.
you can incite the fog if you want.
I want to roll religion on the fog, but this is just for me.
Go ahead.
What is the intention of this fog?
So the fog literally whispers in your ear, "There is no God." It's because you rolled a 6.
I meant like I was gonna try to remember if I could remember that one book I read about how there was a guy who parted 2 seas, but I can't quite get my finger on what it was called or what it was about.
Don't you dare bring
what was his name?
Christianity into this D&D campaign.
He had a staff, if I remember. No, that couldn't be it. Whatever. What a noble sacrifice, though, that skeleton. So willingly.
Yeah, I'm sure as you guys saw as you ran, this you see the audible, or not really audible, the visual. If a skeleton were to have visual cues, being that it doesn't have muscles or skin or anything to kind of give that emotional look as it knows it's been betrayed as he ran away.
Just looks back at you silently.
Sacrifices have to be made.
When you resummon the skeleton, it's going to be the same skeleton.
I don't think it's your name now, does it?
So, did you actually want to incite the fog? Because you can.
Sure. Why not?
Well, you do. I want to talk to.
I'd say with a 13, you can't really fully muddle out the pure intentions of fog. You do know that it's not acting normally, and it's acting not really exactly a will of its own, but it's imparting a will from somebody else that is currently not known or seen.
Right.
As it's leading you down a direct path, and you notice that trees do start to form in the obscurity as you're running, and they're not the same type of trees where the ones you saw before were like oak trees or something along those lines, but now it's more of like a pine tree or more coniferous tree. And you notice that once you get to a certain point, you see the light start to rise from in the sky, but it's not necessarily the sun. It's more of like you're shrouded in kind of like a gray, monotone light that kind of gives you more perspective on what you see around you.
Well, well, whatever it is, I guess it wants us to go this way, so better than the other way, I guess.
I could not agree more. I do have a question now for Alicia. Are you a sadist? I take that as a yes. All right, moving on.
responds with an unhinged giggle.
So that's the
Affirmative.
thing.
Perfect.
Through the smoke we go. Or
Yeah, so
next.
I assume we're just going to follow this path that's being set out before us at this point.
Yes, and I'm going to put something in the general chat here in a second for you guys to see.
What happened? Sounds like you
I've got
disappeared into the fog.
just the fact that I'm just thinking I'm traveling with a hippie and a sadist right now.
Go. And I will also put this on stream for everyone to see as well. And you guys basically you come upon these broken down gates with two headless knights, each holding a sword on either side. For reference, if you look into the general chat, you'll see what I'm talking about there.
Like, are they statues or are they like?
Yes, they're statues. Yeah, they're like giant statues.
Oh, okay. I was like, this got hard real fast.
But you notice that the light, like you see like the statue heads like on the ground in front of them, and essentially, like I said, the light isn't necessarily sunlight. It's more of like a pale, shrouded light. As you look above you, there's fog high in the sky, and behind you, there's fog kind of still creeping behind you, but no longer do you hear the wolves essentially following you, as it seems like they have trailed off. And you no longer hear the inaudible / audible scream of a skeleton being ripped apart as well.
Do I notice any other animals with my passive perception?
Not particularly. No, this place is pretty quiet. Like
Okay.
and it's
Unnaturally so.
Yeah, it's almost unsettling how quiet it is. And as you do you guys see the two gates in front of you? I'm assuming you guys walk through them.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, so the fog has led us to these gates. Well, I ain't fighting those things. Let's go.
I don't have a good feeling about this. It's too bright.
Alicia, when have you ever had a solid feeling about anything? You're so indecisive. You seem to be nervous all the time for some reason.
I'll just follow through.
Was it something that I said? Yeah, I'm going through.
Yes.
So
And then with this one,
I'm
I'll
gonna.
go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. I said I was gonna sneak through the gate. I'm feeling uncomfortable, so my instinct is to go into stealth.
Okay.
If I can.
You can roll a stealth roll if you like, and I'd say you feel pretty safe, sneaking around.
Yeah.
I would also like to roll for stealth.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth for me. It'll be in that long list of skills that you would roll for perception and whatnot. Okay, you feel
Nice.
pretty stealthy.
Just disappeared into the fog.
And then I'm gonna
like,
go ahead.
It's my turn. I guess I show stealth as well.
And start up the map so that you guys can see.
I have disadvantage.
Nice. Oh.
Yeah, you do not feel quite as stealthy.
Don't worry, for we are sneaking, my compatriots. Let us go onward. Sneaking. Just yelling for game.
So, if you guys should all be able to see the map. If you click the launch map button, you guys are essentially right here where the road starts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can see where I'm pinging. I don't know why the ping is so big on this.
It's like a flashbang if you
I
spam
know,
it.
right? Yeah.
Let me get my auto clicker here.
No water.
I just. Jesus. Okay.
And then Anna, if you need help with like how to locate the map, you just go into into the campaign menu or into your character sheet. There should be a button that says launch maps.
It's here. Hold on. Let me show you. I mean, you probably have it, but let me see if I can. Just gonna do that, and then there, and then there we go.
Hmm.
What a great illustration.
Amazing.
I could be an artist. I could be an artist.
Yeah.
How come I can't see y'all's little tokens?
I think they're still working on
We're
it.
not on the map. Oh, shit, hold on. Let me just place a pompous. So pompous.
And then also, Anna, if you want, there you go, you got it. All right,
We
so
don't
you
know
guys,
where she is.
she's right there, behind you.
No, I mean because she rolled 24.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you don't see her, but she's there.
Like the wind.
So you guys obviously see the path laid out before you,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, you guys can choose to follow it, or you guys can kind of do what you want.
Any path Sir Pompous walks on is the correct path.
Is that a town up ahead?
Yes, you guys see a town up ahead.
Hmm.
Go check it out. There might be some
Maybe
sexy
we could get
aunties
some
in there.
resources.
I believe the townspeople would be happy to give Sir Pompous any resources he requests. Onwards.
Wait. I kind of want to go to the river though.
You want to go to the river?
Yeah.
Why?
And fill our water bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need some spring water. I'm a little thirsty.
All right.
Last time I was at a river, somebody just started singing.
Can I roll
Nature?
nature to determine if the water is safe?
That would be more of a survival.
Oh right. Okay, well I'll do that. Oof. I got no clue.
You think that this water looks pretty clear? You know, it looks kind of tasty.
Okay.
Kind of want to lick
Okay.
it.
Well, I'll do that.
Lick the water.
Who needs water when you have wampus juice?
Mm,
And then
Okay.
I don't want the Wumpus juice.
Why not? You seemed to enjoy it the other night.
I don't know. The fog came out when you gave me the Wumpus shoes.
She's got a point.
Correlation does not equal causation. Haven't you
It
ever
sounds like
learned?
witchcraft to me.
You fucking nerd. So we go back to the road now, or what? What are you doing?
give me 1 second. All right, and so as you make your way down the river, you see a bunch of like people, kind of like off to the side here, where it kind of gets a little swampy, and like you see them, and they see you, and they kind of just stare at you for a minute as they then begin to turn around and go back towards the road and head further towards the town.
Oh, we must catch up to them. I must offer them my wampus juice.
I'll start chasing them.
Oh, we're chasing. We're chasing. Jeez.
What can you describe how you're chasing them? Like, kind of give me a better like
Mm,
idea of what
I'm
you
going
look
to
like.
assume as indiscreetly as possible.
oh,
Hold
okay.
on.
Full on sprinting.
Okay.
Like an
Screaming at the top of your
animalistic,
lungs.
animalistic. Uh, I don't know if you've seen like those people who run with their feet and hands of doing
So,
that.
so like what the picture he posted, that Dragon posted in the general chat.
Yeah.
Can you roll
Yes.
me an intimidation with advantage, please? So essentially, you're gonna roll twice and take the higher dice roll. Because what you're doing intentionally or unintentionally is, scaring the shit out of these people as they begin to follow suit, not necessarily on their hands and knees, but begin running a full sprint towards the town.
she's just like screaming, like, would you like to see
Go,
my skeleton?
go ahead and roll one
The
more
fuck
time.
are you doing, guy?
For intimidation.
Yeah, for intimidation, because you're rolling at advantage here. So you're rolling twice and taking the higher of 2. Oh, hey, you got 2 18s. So yes, they are easily intimidated by. I don't know what your height or like stature is for your character, but generally astral elves, as shiny and pretty as they are and tall they are, I guess they still like to run on all fours, like an animal. So they are like almost in awe and in terror as they're running away from you. Because they've never seen a creature like you before. They've seen what seems to be Sir Pompous as a human, and what are you also a human? Miles, as your character race?
Deadly Eagle? Yeah, he's
They're
human,
used to
yeah.
that, but the pointy-eared one that's chasing them on all fours, is kind of freaking them out a little bit. So you chase them.
Yeah.
I'll switch the map here. Just gotta wait for it to load into this village here.
I just say I want to keep an eye out for any birds that I can use my animal friendship on.
Okay. And you kind of, if you can see my pointer, you guys start in this section right here, and they kind of run into the village and disappear.
Holy shit! Why am I so small?
Because one square is like 40 feet. and normally people
Okay.
above 5
Oh, I
foot,
can zoom in again. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I got you. I thought I was still zoomed in. I was like, what the fuck? We shrunk. Okay, yeah. Alicia's, I guess, is way faster than us.
Well, given that she's running on her hands and feet, I would assume so. Yeah. As I'm assuming you guys are just kind of jogging at an even pace behind her.
Yeah, we're
I
just
would
being normal people.
Yeah, I would say at
Yeah,
this point,
just like,
Elisa, you don't see where they go. They kind of disappear into the town, and you lose them. As you hear them kind of stifled screaming and running from you. However, as you
we
do
can't.
run into the town, you do notice that this place has seen better days. It is not a very good and prosperous looking place. You can kind of feel the sense of depressing air as you trod through the path into the main area of the town. You do see other people kind of milling about, but they don't really pay you any attention. They're kind of looking down with muddy clothes or not, kind of tattered. You can tell that this is not a very fun place to be, in so many words.
Guys, I feel like we're in the
Deadly,
safest place we could be.
Deadly Eagle catches up. He's like, "What are you doing? I can't fucking take you anywhere." Okay?
I could also walk up and be like, "That is not a proper introduction." Chasing after potential allies, never a good idea. Especially with that run, if you call it a run.
Why don't we let Sir Fancy Pants talk to these guys?
And then while you guys are, kind of talking amongst yourselves, Alicia, roll me a perception check, please.
Oh.
I would say even with that low of a roll, you're kind of listening to these two kind of talk at you about the ambiguity and lawfulness of chasing down random villagers menacingly. You kind of dart around. I'm assuming you're kind of just kind of doing the whole in one ear out the other thing, as you're like, yeah, mom, yeah, dad, kind of attitude. But then you see him, a very fancy looking man, long black hair, pale skin, sitting or leaning essentially against one of the houses nearby.
Ah, a refined gentleman.
You don't. I wouldn't really worry too much about the name because eventually you're going to find out who he is. Anyway,
Can I sneakily approach them?
you can certainly try. Yeah.
He just ran at like 100 miles an hour with the weirdest run people have ever seen. You're just like, now I sneak.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Stealth.
So you think that you are very sneaky.
You're
So you
just
tell
standing
me
in the middle of the road.
how you would like to proceed with this, and I'll tell you what's gonna happen.
Okay, I sneakily go behind them here.
Okay. And then I'd say as you get within about like 10 feet, he doesn't even turn his head. And he says, "Hello there, young lady. Welcome to my kingdom."
Deadly Eagle's gonna walk up because I'm assuming you heard some of that, or are we too far away for hearing?
I would say you guys are well versed in, keeping an eye on your compatriot to where you kind of have to
Yeah, we're
Okay.
just like confused the entire time. Like, what the hell is that? What is she doing?
It's essentially
Hey,
the sneaking scene from Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah. Is that? Oh, you're the chief. Here, give me $20.
You need $20. He says, "Oh, I'm in need. I'm in need of no money, but thank you for the offer."
Well, I need money. You give me $20. I'm not the chief.
Oh, that's not how this works here.
I
Oh,
handle.
Ah,
I
just
handle.
kidding.
Give the chief a dead rat.
And he says, "I'm not a chief.
okay.
I am the king."
I
Oh my god, I'm with two creatures that aren't even human.
I give the king a red rat as a gift.
A red what?
Rat.
A rat?
Rat.
Oh. He doesn't even like extend his hand to take it from you. Are you just trying to hold it out to him, or are you gonna try and put it in his hand?
I put it on his head.
Jesus.
What kind of
Somewhere deep in the back of your mind, you hear the song "Dumb Ways to Die."
Yeah, can I intervene? Can I intervene here? Would you allow me to?
Yeah, you can intervene.
I would love to, like, as she's reaching out to put this rat on his head, I would like to almost like grab her arm and be like, "This is not a proper greeting. We're talking to a king
Where
here."
Okay. I would say, are you gonna
did
try
this
and?
rat come from?
Yeah, I was gonna say where'd the rat come from, but anyways, let's resolve it first. We could talk about that
It
later.
was just in her pocket.
Yeah. Are you gonna try and resist Pompous from stopping you?
Mm.
Do it.
Mm.
What? Okay, he sounds like a Sith when saying that, so don't listen to it.
So yes,
Do it.
I'm assuming it's going to be a contested strength roll. So I need
Oh,
both of you
God.
guys to roll strength. Whoever has the highest wins. It's going to be a straight up strength check.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's
can I cast animal friendship on the rat while this is happening?
The rat's. I'm assuming the rat's dead.
Oh, well, in that case, never mind. So she had a dead rat in her pocket.
The shortest campaign ever.
I just need a strength check. So it's going to be click on the stat for strength, Anna. It should roll.
Is it the first one?
It says STR on it.
Yeah, it's right under
Yeah.
your character, like right under the portrait. Oh, let's go. Thank God.
All right. So you grab her by the wrist and stop her from putting it on his head. And when you do that, you turn to look back to like apologize or what have you, and he's gone.
He is a wizard as well.
Even like with your ability just staring right at him with your passive perception, Deadly Eagle, he just seems like he faded into mist and disappeared.
A good going. The king doesn't even like us now.
I was trying to offer a peace offering.
What kind of creature offers a rat as a peace offering?
One who has a familiar as a skeleton.
What type of logic is that? I've never heard of such logic.
Also, cats.
Well, she had a few choices with her familiar. And as soon as she saw skeleton, that's what she picked. um. All right. So, yeah, now that he's disappeared, and you guys are questioning why Rat.
Why
What would you guys like to do continuing?
Ah,
Please,
I
no
guess
more
we
terrible
would.
introductions.
Can I try sniff out the scent of the first people that I was chasing?
Do you have some sort of ability to like track
Ah,
via
You should have played the
smell
druid. You should have played a druid.
or a blood hunter?
really?
Um, I mean, you can roll a perception check, but it's just going to be without your bonus, so that's going to be a what is it? Perception? Is it wisdom or is it intelligence?
I think it's wisdom.
So just
Yeah,
roll me
Are
a
these like?
wisdom, yeah.
roll me a straight
Is
wisdom
this
roll.
like a?
It's the one that is WIS?
Yes.
Are these like dirt roads?
Yes, these are dirt roads.
Oh,
I
wait,
But-
suppose I could
the
try to
saving
track it.
throw?
But I will say there are so many footprints that it's kind of hard to tell, essentially. But you sniff the air, you smell a variety of smells, but nothing in particular that points you to these people that you were chasing. But you do smell things like bread that's not quite fresh, but not quite on the point of like mold. Um, you smell, obviously, since this is before the invention of toilets, that there is um refuse on that kind of go through the edge of the roads. Chamber pot dumping and all that. But as far as like a definitive um, scent that points towards the people you're looking for, you don't really have uh, that kind of ability to seek them out.
Hmm. Well, I smell bread. I go and try finding the terrible bread.
The terrible bread. And I'm
I want to
gonna
climb up on top of this building and look around.
give you 1 second. If you guys look into the general chat, you'll kind of see what the Barovian people look like as a whole. Especially that little kid in the corner, on the right corner there, kind of menacing. And then
Jeez.
if you're gonna try and climb onto the roof of the current building that you're sitting like adjacent to, can you roll me an acrobatics, please?
Acrobatic.
Should be near the top of your skill list.
There you go.
I'd say with a 15, yeah, you get to the top. You kind of like step through the roof a little bit because, like I said, a lot of these buildings are worse for wear. And you begin to kind of look around at your surroundings. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for?
I'm just kind of like surveying the area, looking for market gatherings of people. Anything, any danger?
You don't necessarily, you just see people, like a very few amount of people like walking around the town. You don't necessarily see um, a whole lot of uh like issues, like as you're trying to look for like bandits or anything like that. There's nothing particular. You do see the nicer, essentially, house, the nicest house on the whole place, which is towards the end of the pathway to the south, um, as well as a church with a graveyard to the north,
Hmm.
and a very strange, like tall Victorian house to the west, towards the edge of the village.
Okay, so we got a nice house, a strange house, and a church.
Yes.
Okay. The legal's gonna point in the direction of the church and be like, "Hey, I see one of your buildings over there, guy." To Sir Pompous.
What type of church is it, Meta? Like, is it like a specific god church?
It's
Or... Oh,
not no particular god. Assuming she just disconnected again.
yeah, I mean, what was it that you said?
What's up?
Deadly Eagle.
I said,
What was
I
it that you
said,
said?
hey, hey, Pompous, I see one of your buildings over there. And he's pointing in the direction. You can't really see where he's pointing because he's pointing over the houses, but I don't know, maybe you can see like a steeple or something over top.
I'd say yeah, you'd be able to
Um,
see the steeple towards the back of the church, kind of pointing over the rest of the houses.
Not every church is my building. Although it would be nice to
Well,
visit a church.
it's where you people hang out. I don't know.
What is you people?
Well, people always praying and stuff.
Feel as though this has some sort of negative connotation. You people. As if we're all the same because we pray to a one god.
Listen, you want to go over there or what?
Of course I want to go there. I'm just
Yeah, you
saying, it
would.
sounds quite
Good
insulting
people.
when you call us you people.
Whatever.
I think we should probably wait and see if Einstein comes back.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll wait for her to figure out the internet issue. I think I will put up the be right back screen real quick. I'm gonna go use the bathroom while we're waiting.
Yep.
We pretty much decided to check out the church first, I think. Closest.
Yeah, if you guys would like to go check out the church.
I'm still looking for the bread.
You're still looking for the bread.
The almost moldy bread. Really drawing
Yes. The moldier, the better.
What? Okay, genuinely though, are you like a humanoid creature, or like did secretly like? Okay, can I perception check? Can I perception check her character and make sure that she's an elf and not some other creature in disguise pretending to be an elf?
I mean, you can if you want. You can insight, but yeah, go for it.
I mean, because like, what kind of elf likes rats and moldy bread?
I mean, look, can a
think it
girl
might-
just like rats and moldy bread? You know, make a rat sandwich.
I think it might have something to do with whatever she has the proclivity towards the warlock. Being influenced here.
I mean, is there any reason why your character is like, how do I describe it? Like a monster, basically.
Like a goblin. This is like a goblin.
There's a reason.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Oh,
That's
I guess we'll
all.
leave it at that.
I was just gonna say I'll leave it at that. I mean, like, I guess I'll figure it out eventually why she likes doing the things that she does.
Yeah.
Okay, to the church.
All right, so you guys go to the church. I'm gonna pause the session real quick.
Okay.
You guys can't see the screen, right? And hopefully Anna's not looking at my screen right now.
I'll turn my phone away.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Sure.
I'm not looking, I promise.
Cool.
Just because I gotta set the fog of war up properly, you know, and all that.
Oh, fuck. All right.
There we go. Okay, so you guys go up the road, and you are essentially starting right around here.
Oh.
My character just disappeared. What? Huh?
Okay. Do you want me to bring
Okay,
your character out for you?
I don't know where it went. I just put
Oh.
another one down.
Okay.
I was experimenting and I didn't know I could move
You deleted
people's
it?
characters. No, I just moved it into the building.
Oh, okay. Here you go.
Oh, there's two of them.
Whoa! It was that. Is that Wampus? Your twin brother?
And then here I can bring out. I would say, Lisa, you smell the bread coming from the church.
Oh, perfect.
Not to be a railroader or anything.
Well, if she doesn't smell bread, she smells rats, and just as good.
So essentially, as you enter the area of the church, atop a slight rise against the roots of the pillar stone that supports Castle Ravenloft, behind it, you can see a large castle atop a mountain.
Ooh.
Stands a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on end and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises toward the back, and a flickering light shines through the holes in the shingled roof. The rafters strain feebly against their load. So, what would you guys like to do?
We don't see anyone here clearly.
No.
Must pray to my God.
I immediately run to get the bread.
So you run to the door.
Yes.
There's a heavy wooden door, and it's covered with claw marks and scarred by fire, like as if it's people tried to light it on fire, but it didn't work. You try to open the door; it is locked.
Got their bread locked up.
Can I Eldritch Blast the door?
Oh, there we go.
Sure,
Can
why
I
not?
can I go around while she does that and look for like a window or something?
Yeah. So you can go around, and I'll kind of point out where the windows are. They're right around here. I don't have them all uncovered, but I can cover the rest here real quick.
Have you tried knocking folks?
Wait.
Like
Do I have to
it's
roll
like a
for the
police
Eldritch
knock.
Blast?
You have to roll to
Yes.
hit first. Because doors do have an AC. So where it says Eldritch Blast, you have two numbers. You're gonna do the first one on the left, and then the second one after I tell you if it hits or not.
Okay, so it's strength?
No. And under your actions, you should have Eldritch Blast, or you can also click on the spells tab.
I see. Okay, I see.
That does not hit.
15.
It seemingly bounces off of the wall, or not the wall, the door, to no effect.
Can we try knocking, perhaps?
And then
Can I knock on the door?
you can knock on the door. And then Miles, you said you wanted to look through the windows.
Yeah.
All right. So you look through the windows, and you don't really need to roll a perception check for it. Let's say you start with this window right here. You see that the pews inside are kind of like broken down. But you knock on the door,
Mhm.
Sir Pompous.
Yes, Sir Pompous will do the correct thing and knock on the door.
And
I like to imagine you're looking at her in the eyes when you say that.
Yes, I'm very almost fed up. Like, just use your manners.
you hear the shuffling of feet coming from the hallway that would be on the other side of the door, and you notice a small little like slit opens up, and you hear an old man essentially say, "Who is it?"
I am Sir Pompous. I simply wish to pray to my God.
Well, the church isn't really open right now, and can't really have any visitors, and I need you to tell the mayor's daughter to stop bothering me, because I don't have the means to help with her father right now.
The mayor would love to meet him. Tell me, where might I find him?
He gives you directions on the map. Basically, the house that you saw, to the big house you saw to the south, is the mayor's house.
And could I perchance ask you one more question, sir? What was his name?
His
Did you
name
say
is his name is Donovich.
Sir Donovich. Why is the town so gloomy?
I mean, I'm sure you've been here for how long now? I'm sure you've probably seen him at least once.
The only being I've seen once is a refined gentleman. What was his name? Did he say his name? I forget.
He did not.
Ah,
Um,
he didn't tell me his name, but he was wearing very refined clothing, mysterious in a way, and suddenly he simply disappeared.
um, you do well to stay as far away from him as possible. He's the reason why we're all trapped here, and why
Trapped.
uh,
Oh God,
Dun,
are we
dun.
trapped?
and why we're
This is
currently going through tough times. He's a tyrant.
such a refined gentleman. No, it could not be. Although I suppose there must be some reason why all these people look so ghostly. Very well, I will tell the mayor's daughter what you would like me to. Have a good day, sir.
Okay.
And then I will take a little walk off. And and I'll turn back to Alicia and be like, please, no more.
Is there
How do I
anything that
put this?
you would like to say to Donovich, Alicia, before he shuts the whole
Yes,
door?
I should have asked this. Anna?
Uh, uh, can can I ask for bread?
That's for Brett. He kind of gives a, like, you can't really see like beyond his like eyebrows or his eyes, but he kind of gives that perplexed look, and he's like, hold on a moment. He shuts the shutter, and then another one opens just slightly lower, and he sticks his hand out with a very small piece of bread. Like, it's not anything uh impressive. He's like, it's what I have right now, kind of
I
deal.
swallow it all
You
very quickly.
you don't take it out of his hand with your hands. You just eat it out of his hand.
Chomp it. Yes. Yes. And
Are
then
you like,
and then like and then like I'll start licking like his hand from the crumbs.
You'll see an audible like or shudder in his hand as he rips it back through the through
I'm
the
assu-
opening. He's like, well, I need to go now. And you like, yeah, you see the broken pews, but you don't. I wouldn't really say you can necessarily hear what's going on towards the front.
right?
But you don't see anybody walk back through, essentially, um, based off of what you can see through the window here.
Okay.
So, it's two.
Can we look at the other
And
windows?
Yeah, you can look through the other windows.
Keep going this way.
Okay. So you peer through the windows, and this is essentially what you see. So I'm revealing it. I'm assuming you're going to want to look through all the windows, so I'll just reveal. what you can see.
What about the side?
And then from here you can kind of see, but he's already like long gone by the time essentially you make your way around. Like you don't know where he went. So that's basically what you would see looking through the window.
Is she in the graveyard now?
Yeah, she is in the graveyard.
You jumped over the fence and just walked into the graveyard.
She just, you
Yes.
know, melded through it.
Okay.
You could have also just teleported, I guess.
Yeah, you do have that ability as part of your race.
Wait, can I teleport inside the building?
You
I don't
can.
believe that's how that works. Is it how it works?
It's where
is
you
it
can
visual?
see. Yeah, it's where you can see.
So you look through a window and teleport inside.
You have only 2 of them per long rest, by the way, I should say.
Okay, so
Oh,
I
there's
have options. I tried breaking the window to get in or teleport in.
I mean, the
question
windows
should be, why
windows
do you want to
are
get in?
the windows are barred essentially. Like they do have like metal framing that makes up the glass. It's not just a single pane of glass. So even if you break the window, there's still the metal that kind of holds all the glass together in the in the stone frame.
I am gonna teleport
Okay.
inside the building.
So on your character sheet, make sure that you check off one of your teleport things, just so you keep track of your character sheet.
Wait, where is it?
It should be under your features and traits.
Features.
In the big box where it has like your actions, spells, features and traits, inventory. It's going to be in that big box on the right hand side. It's like a bunch of tabs, one that says features and traits.
Starlight Step?
Yes, it's that one.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. And then you can go 30 feet. So I can ruler it out for you. So you can go anywhere in this area.
This area?
Yep. All right, so you are inside. I don't know if Deadly Eagle was like looking through the window and like saw you at the other window, and then you just poofed into the building.
Yeah, I could totally see her right now.
But yeah, you are now standing on the broken wood, essentially.
I got Deadly Eagle's gonna knock on the window to get her attention.
All right, so you knock on the window. Do you look at him through the window?
Yes. I look at him and then
then I point at the rope and make the motion of ringing a bell.
Yeah, there is a rope behind you.
Well, we've gone this far. We might as well see what happens.
Can I open the door from? Wait. I'm gonna move over here.
Okay, and then yes, you do see the hallway with 2 doors on either side, and the main door in front.
And then I'm gonna go over here and
Okay.
open this door so I can let let Sir Pumpus.
Okay, so you do
And
unbar
Dilly
the
go
door,
inside.
and you open the door, and to your surprise, I'm assuming, Sir Pompous, you see her open the door. What do you do?
What's in the name of Lathander himself
You say
could
you want
persuade you? Shut the fuck up. What are you doing? Why are you doing what you're doing? How are you doing what you're doing?
Well, now
Please
Sir Pompous
enlighten
has to
me.
put a nickel or an electrum piece in the swear jar.
You said that you wanted to worship your god, so I wanted to let you worship your god.
By the way, are you doing any of this quietly?
No,
Uh,
I'm yelling at this point.
You just wanted more bread, don't lie.
yes.
As
Wanted more
the
bread.
phrase "it's all I had" like whispers in the back of your mind.
I
Selfish
believe,
bastard.
I believe he was lying. I smell more bread.
Oh my
You're worse
lord.
than my big auntie.
We can go and buy more bread from somewhere else.
No, but the bread was very tasty. It was very moldy.
Please.
And a little
See a
salty
doctor.
with the finger she was licking.
See a doctor. Oh wait, I'm a doctor. Please let me examine you. Maybe crack open your skull and examine that brain of yours. I want to know how it works.
Um,
Hey, Deadly Eagle wants to play Ding Dong Ditch. He wants to pull the rope and run out the front door.
Wait, are we gonna try checking the other rooms?
I'm surrounded by idiots.
I mean, if you want to check the other rooms, go for it.
Can I sneak peek like ever so slightly, but like open the rooms like just to see what's in there?
Which one would you like to start? Are you already ringing the bell? I'm assuming.
Yeah, she's doing whatever she's doing. I'm just gonna start reefing on this bell.
So you start yoinking on the rope and nothing happens.
Oh,
in fact,
can I climb it?
in fact, you pull on the rope hard enough and it just kind of falls down. And now that you just have about a 30 to 40-foot length of rotten rope in your hands.
Wow, well, that's anticlimactic. So is it too rotten to use, or should I roll it up and keep it?
That's up to you, but it looks like it's in shambles quite a bit.
Okay.
Given the state of the church around you,
Maybe I'll keep a little bit of it as tinder and move on.
So you're gonna try and open the door right next to you?
Yes, this one.
It is locked.
Damn. What about the other one?
That one is unlocked. And
I opened one.
inside is a single bed and not much else, really. Other than the sheets on the bed itself.
Okay, and then this one?
Pretty much identical, but there is a nightstand with. Give me 1 second, actually.
I go inside to check the nightstand. To see what's in the nightstand. Like, is it like is there like drawers in there?
Nope. No, no other furniture other than the nightstand, the lamp that's sitting uh, on the nightstand next to the bed. Nothing particular of value.
Okay.
Can I investigate
Taking
this
this
altar?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me do the altar for
Ooh, a
him.
desk.
Can I check what's in here? Like
Give,
on the
give me
desk?
give me 1 second.
Heathens.
I like how you picked every room that this guy's not in, or if he's even here anymore. I don't know.
So nothing of like major import is on the altar itself. Like you see like a couple candelabras and stuff that are not lit.
Do they look
uh,
valuable?
no, they're probably made of
Oh, okay.
like stone or pewter. Nothing particularly
Oh,
valuable.
okay.
But let me get to Alicia real quick, and then I'm gonna get back to you with something real fast.
Yeah.
So you see an old desk and chair that's standing against the south wall, which you're standing in front of, with a wooden holy symbol mounted above them, in the shape of a sunburst. Then a 10-foot long iron rod attached to the north wall stands bare, suggested a tapestry once hung on it. Standing along the far wall is a wooden cabinet with 4 tall doors. Uh, the desk has a few sheets of paper, along with some quill pens and some dried up ink jars, and some in the cabinet are like a few old robes and stuff that kind of been moth eaten. And for Deadly Eagle, can you roll me another perception, please? So underneath you, you kind of you're stomping around a bit. You notice that it's hollow underneath you, and you can
Oh.
kind of hear muffled voices, essentially,
Oh shit.
from below.
Okay. Does it look like this altar can be moved?
You can try to move it, but
Okay,
it looks pretty sturdy from where you're standing.
Okay. I'm gonna make a strength check to
Okay.
muscle it.
You can also use athletics if you want.
Okay. Well, it's the same, I think, for me, but
All right. So with an 18, it's not really like nailed to the ground, so it easily topples over, but there's just more wood underneath.
it's
So
trash in the
you
place.
just kind of desk flip an altar in a church.
Oh shit! I didn't expect that. I'm gonna try to put it back.
I'm assuming Sir Pompous sees this from the opening of the door.
I was gonna say at this point, like I'm out on the front porch, head in my hands and knees, just like praying that whatever's happening, my God will forgive me. Like I don't say anything. I want to pay no mind to what they're doing. I don't want to be involved in what they're doing because I know whatever it is, it's wrong in some way.
I can I steal everything from here?
And like I said,
I mean,
Can I steal everything from here and then show to Sir Pompous of my catch, of my treasure?
I mean, yeah, you can. It's like that image, like that from the anime where he holds up like a couple of bits of rocks and stuff. Like, look what I found. That's essentially the value of what you're taking.
Like some pens and
as
dried up ink.
yeah, as you're taking stuff from a rundown church that only had a scrap of moldy bread.
They gave it to you. Okay, so Deadly Eagle feels a little embarrassed that he flipped this altar over, and he's gonna try to fix it.
Okay. So you stand it back up. It didn't like fall apart. Like you just, I'd say you don't have to roll another check. You just pick it back up and set it back on its on its right
And
face.
and then he's gonna start banging on the floor and be like, "Hello down there. What are you doing? Come out. I can hear you."
You hear the voices stop, but with no answer to your questions.
Okay.
And no reply or necessary or other movement essentially after you.
Yeah, check out this last room then.
Okay, the door is locked.
Oh. Does it look sturdy?
It looks pretty sturdy. Probably sturdier than, other than the front door, than the other doors in the building.
I do have thieves' tools.
Okay.
Does that mean I can pick it?
Are you proficient?
Well, I have the criminal background. Does that make me proficient?
I think so. So you would add your proficiency bonus along with a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand? Okay. Okay, so I roll basically sleight of hand pretty much.
Yeah, and then if it doesn't, does it have the little dot next to it on your character sheet? Like that's
Sleight
lit
of
up.
hand?
Yeah, on sleight of hand, there's a little.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you just roll it.
Okay.
Okay, with a 17, you do pick the lock.
Okay, I'm gonna kick the door open and be like,
And
what are you
inside,
doing here?
you see a very damp room with a trap door in the corner. Here.
Do it.
And then as Alicia and Sir Pompous are having their fun little conversation about her haul, are you gonna let them know where you're going, or?
Sure, I'll look at them and be like, hey, we can get into the basement from here.
More
There's
bread?
people down there. Well, I don't know. Maybe they have bread down there. They got all the bread down there.
Excitedly goes into the
We've
room.
just broken into a holy place against the rules for no reason. We've
already
stolen all the things. We've lockpicked, kicked down doors, and now we still want to explore and do more further.
Maybe they need help. I don't know. The place is already trashed.
Perhaps you're right. Maybe I should at least take a look first. I'll follow them if they decide to go down in the basement.
All right, so you guys go into the basement. Give me just a second here. So this is about what you guys could see on this side here. If you look on this, it's on the same map. It's just on the right side. If you want to drag your tokens over.
So where are we? Are we here or are we here?
Yeah, you're. See where the square is with the stairs going down?
Yeah.
That's where you essentially are.
Okay.
And I know you. I think Dead Eagle's the only one without dark vision.
Let me look.
But the other two should have dark vision.
Features and traits.
Dude, I'm pretty sure you have dark vision.
Species traits, probably. Let me see. Language ability score increase. Languages, creature type.
It'd be
size.
senses. It'll be under senses.
I don't think I do.
It says, for me,
It just
I have
shows up.
dark vision. You can see in a dim light within 60 feet of you as you were bring light in darkness,
Okay,
as
so
if you were dim light.
I guess you're the only one that can see kind of in the dark. You see Donovich kind of looking into the dark corner where even for you with dark vision it's kind of very hard to see, but you hear someone shuffling in the corner of the room that you're in.
Can I tackle them?
Okay. I was just gonna light a torch, but
Yeah, you can light a torch and I'll show more of the area. But as soon as you light the torch, Donovich will essentially see you, or he'll pretty much
okay.
immediately turn around as soon as you come down the stairs. And with the
Okay, so we
torch,
want maybe. Alright.
well, I'll say he's standing like right around here. And he turns around and he's like, "What are you guys? How'd you guys get in here? What are you doing? You guys can't be
We're
here.
here.
It's dangerous."
We're here to assist you, brother.
Well, I'm not the one in trouble here, and you guys really need to go. And right as, because he's standing, he starts backing up a little bit, right around here. And as soon as he says that you guys really need to go, I'll go ahead and reveal everything here. This guy right here will basically lunge at him and chew his fucking head off. And he's still attached to a chain on this pillar back here. Right here. And then he kind of looks up and stares at all three of you and just keeps saying that he's very hungry. As he's trying to claw his way towards you, but can't because the chain that's around his ankle is keeping him from reaching you.
So he just bit off Donovan's head.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him.
Would everyone please roll some initiative?
Mm.
So 15.
Wait, which one again?
It's the one that's right next to your AC that looks like a shield. It's the one, the AC is the one that looks like a shield. Right next to it is another box that says initiative above it. There you go.
Shoot decks. Kenna. Top left, like under your character image. On the right side of strength is dexterity. What's the second number? I should just look. I don't know. I could just look.
Okay.
Her dex is the same as mine.
All right, so it's a roll off between you two. Each of you roll a d20.
Hell yeah, a good old fashioned roll off.
And whoever
Okay.
has the higher number.
Oh, only 3 numbers will save you. As if you...
Wait, which one do I press?
So on your thing, there'll be a little pull-up menu that says shows. It looks like a dice. You click on that, and you find the d20, and then you just click on it, and you roll it, and it'll roll it for you.
I can't see your guys' rolls.
I can see them. They're in the so when you're in the map, you look for a little thing that says game log. It'll be game log and dice. So you click on that and it'll open it up.
Game log.
So a 9. What about your custom roll?
I
Dragon?
see.
19.
19.
18. Yeah, look,
18.
it's
Okay.
right. Should be right before if you lift the log.
Okay. So. Okay, so we're gonna start the round off with Deadly Eagle. You said you're gonna shoot.
Yeah, can I shoot him from where I'm standing, or do I have to move?
Yeah, you can shoot him from where you're standing.
Okay, I'll do that then.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack for me.
Okay, so attack. Okay, how do I roll attack?
So we're for your longbow, short bow, spear, whatever you're using as a projectile weapon. There's two boxes. One's going to be the hit DC box, which you're going to roll first, and then you're going to tell me what the number. I'll see the number pop up. Okay, so that does
It was,
not hit.
I was a little emotional. Like,
Yeah,
what did you do that for?
You just shoot into the darkness, essentially. And then, do you have any other actions, bonus actions? Do you want to move?
Well, I guess I haven't moved yet. Hold on. So, bonus action. Okay, I have a hunter's mark, but that's pretty much it.
So one thing I will say is, for you always want to apply your hunter's mark as much as possible because that gives you extra damage when you do hit with your first attack.
Right.
So you can. Is that an action or a bonus action to do hunter's mark?
Bonus action is hunter's mark, and I can use it. What is it? Twice per day? Is that how it works?
Yeah. So if you want, I would cast your hunter's mark, and then.
Sure. So just hold on. Just click on where it says 1d6. Is that what I'm doing? Or just click cast?
You just click cast, and then you just kind of have to keep track of your hunter's mark, essentially.
Gotcha. So if I have it prepared, okay, I see. I have it. Okay, never mind. Continue.
Hang on, my map just freaked out on me. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Load. Okay. All right. So now that you have that cast, and if you want to move somewhere, you can move. You have up to 30 feet of movement. And each square is 5 feet. So essentially, you can move like here if you want to. You can move over there. You can pretty much move anywhere within 30 feet. And since you are a ranger, I don't suggest moving towards the bad guy. But
can I attack from on the stairs? Like, can I move here and just attack him from here?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. We'll do that.
All right. And then is that the end of your turn, good sir?
Yes.
All right. We're gonna move on to Sir Pompous.
Sir Pompous. Well, I think I have just the thing. Guiding bolt. Because I don't know. It should be. Oh, we'll see. Shit.
All right. That does not hit.
Damn it.
You don't get advantage with being chained up.
Not necessarily. He's not really grappled, so to say.
Okay.
You could also claim that we're kind of in darkness, so you know.
Yeah. Even with the torch, it is kind of probably still a little bit harder for you guys to see. And then it is now Alicia's turn. What would you like to do?
Let's see.
Let's check the mischief. I don't know why I'm thinking of what's she gonna do. Like, she has one thing that she wants to do.
Summon skeleton?
Or just Eldritch Blast.
No.
Or
maybe
as my
she
friend
wants to
Michael
offer a
likes to
rat
call
and
it,
friendship.
Zoop Zoop.
I'm between Elder's Blast and Scare Flame.
Oh, Sacred Flame.
Elder's Blast.
Okay, go ahead and hit the. I believe it's at first level. Is it still just one beam? I
So
believe it's still just one beam. So go ahead and
I think
hit the hit
it's using a
DC.
cantrip. It might be a cantrip, but
the
Oh, yeah.
hit.
oh yeah, I thought you were talking about spell level. It's the +4 next to the 1d10 next to the 120 feet.
Well, the reason why for the beams is because as you level up, even with Eldritch Blast, you get additional beams and different effects.
Yep.
So that does hit. So go ahead and roll the damage next to it, to the box you just clicked.
Oh.
So 2 damage.
Got him.
Damage. Okay. And now it is this guy's turn, and he's not even really looking at you right now. He's grabbing a hold of the chain that's around his ankle, and he's going to try and roll to rip the chain from the wall, essentially, or from the pillar. So he does not succeed. But he is going to try it one more time. He gets essentially 2 object interactions. And you, with this pull, you see that the pillar back here in the corner starts to give way a little bit, but he's not quite out yet. But you do hear that wood kind of crunch as he's yanking on this chain. And we're going to start back up at the top of the round with Deadly Eagle. That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage, and then also an extra d6 for your Hunter's Mark. So that's a total of 17.
Take that. Fucking gross.
Okay. And are you going to stay on the stairs, or are you going to do anything else?
Yeah, I'll stay here. There doesn't seem to be much else I can do at this point.
All right. Sir Pompous.
So Pompous. Getting bold. Surely this one will hit. Surely.
That does not hit.
If I can get roll better than a 10, that'd be great, but no. And that is my turn.
Okay. And that brings us back to Alicia.
Can I try summoning my familiar again?
Yeah, you can summon your familiar. That'll take your entire action, though.
Yeah, I'll summon my familiar.
Okay. Are you going to summon him right next to you, in front of the guy right there? Where would you like to put him?
I would like to put him in front of the guy.
Okay.
But not too close. Just like close enough for him to be safely.
Give me 1 second. All right. Let's say you want to put him right here.
Yes. Also, my familiar, his name is Sans.
Of course.
Nice. Funny
Okay.
guy.
There you go.
Oh, nice. He's got it. Can you change the font?
I can't. No,
Can we change the photo to be Sans?
I don't have a way to. I don't have. I'd have to upload it later, but I'd say for this particular time, we can keep it just as is. But he will immediately turn and look at you with a blank stare because he's a skeleton, but you know that he's disappointed in you. Um,
Hey, buddy, don't look at me like that. You know I needed you for that, and as a familiar, I feel like you did your purpose.
he'll just shrug with his hands up above his head and kind of like do the whole like he'll flip you off. He'll give you the bird.
Please remember, it's familiar, not slave.
Yeah.
And then
It's just
I flip him up too. I flip him up too.
And are you gonna attack with your familiar?
Familiar. Try to hold the vampire down. Yes, the vampire down.
So you want him to try and do a strength check with no muscles.
Say
Wait.
this.
That's
How about instead I try to make my familiar hold the chains?
okay. So he's gonna try and walk around. He's gonna hold the chain. So that's about as far as he can go. And that's where you want him to end his turn, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the vampire spawn sees this and immediately turns around and just slaps the absolute bitch out of the skeleton. Let's see. That is those both hit. Yeah, your skeleton turns into a pile of bones and then disappears.
No, Sans!
Why are you acting sad? You literally ordered him.
As he falls, he holds up his middle finger again. uh, which brings us back to the top of the round with Deadly Eagle.
Okay. Here we go. I think that's a miss.
That is a miss. I know there's not a whole lot of fun combat things to do at level 1, but
yeah, there's not much else I can do.
Yeah, and we'll go to Pompous.
Wampus and Wampus. Where'd he go?
I don't know. Dragon.
Sorry, distracted. Sorry. What was? Is it my turn? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, it's your turn.
And by distracted, I mean I'm very tired and I like start dozing off.
That's all right. We'll probably finish up after this
Yes.
combat.
Okay, well, I unluckily have Toll the Dead, which I don't know if necrotic damage will do damage to a vampire or whatever, so I will guess I will shoot a crossbow bolt at it.
Okay.
17.
That does hit.
Hey.
Go ahead and roll damage.
9 damage.
All right.
I don't know if it matters. I think it's piercing damage, but
Yeah.
never know.
All right. Okay, and then that brings us to Alicia. I will say you cannot summon your familiar again.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go ahead, roll your attack, please. All right, that hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. 4 damage. Okay. All right. And basically, as you guys are kind of like hitting him, and he is starting to get a little pissed, especially with a skeleton just like trying to grab his chain. He
Is he
is
gonna do
going,
like a tug of war?
he is essentially going to look at the chain and then look at his foot, and he's going to rip his own foot off.
Okay.
And he's going to start hobbling towards you, kind of crawling along the ground.
That shaky bastard.
Does he take damage?
He does, but not a whole
lot. Yeah, I guess he's a vampire.
He's going to crawl towards you, Alicia, and he's going to try and attack you.
Can
What
I
is...
throw?
No, it's not
Can
your
I
turn.
throw the...
It's not your turn.
Oh no!
What is your armor class?
13.
Okay, so since he's prone and on the ground, he's rolling at disadvantage. He does not hit, but he is trying to nibble at them toesies.
Oh my toesies!
And that'll bring us back to Deadly Eagle's turn.
So, if he's prone, does that mean I have advantage?
Yes, you have advantage to hit.
With my bow?
With your bow, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do that then. Oh, that's initiative. Sorry. That's a good roll, though.
Yeah.
Well, good thing I have advantage. Hey.
All right, that hits, and go ahead and roll the extra d6 as well. So that's 13.
Again.
15 total.
15 total.
All right, and that brings us to Sir Pompous.
Sir Pompous. Sir Pompous will fire another bolt at this heathen.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
15.
That hits.
Nice.
4. Fuck.
All right. Okay. And Alicia, you have a vampire spawn trying to nibble at your toes. What do you want to do?
Throw the dead rat at his face.
You want to do that
That's
as your action?
I would. I
Think
think
about
we
this
can
one.
give her advice. Cause
You can give her advice if you want.
I think like moving behind Deadly Eagle might be a good idea.
Advantage
Okay.
attack of opportunity.
It will.
Can I throw? Okay.
Hmm,
Can I throw the
true.
dead rat
Well, wait.
at his
Can he make an
face?
attack of opportunity when he's prone?
Yes.
Okay.
It'll be a disadvantage, but yes.
Okay. What are you saying, Anna?
So still want to throw the dead rat at his face,
Okay.
and while he's being distracted, move behind Deadly Eagle.
Go ahead and roll me a improvised weapon attack. That's going to be a d20 plus your strength modifier.
It's a D20 plus 0.
And so just roll me a d20.
Does
Okay.
that get advantage too, or is it just regular because it's?
I'll say
She's
because
not
it's
proficient.
improvised. Yeah, she's not proficient, so it's just going to be a regular roll.
That
Okay.
makes sense.
Okay. Did I do right? I hope so.
Oh shit!
So you
That's
throw
bad.
Roll.
the rat directly into the mouth of this vampire, and you see his foot heal.
Oh, eating him
Oh.
flesh.
And you can go ahead and try and walk away. He will get an opportunity attack at disadvantage, though.
I'll try to walk away.
Okay. That's still he still doesn't hit you, so you make it out. But it is now his turn. He's going to use half of his movement to stand. And then he's going to immediately run up the stairs. And the first person he sees is Deadly Eagle, who's been pegging him with arrows. And he's going to make 2 attacks. 17, does that hit?
My AC 17.
So yes. Then a 10, I'm assuming, doesn't hit.
No,
How much hit points do you have?
15.
That's 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
And that'll be his turn. And that brings us back to you, Deadly Eagle. You do have disadvantage within 5 feet with ranged weapons. So if you have
Mm-hmm.
a different type of weapon, or if you want to try and like get away from him or what have you.
I have a scimitar and I have a short sword. I think they're this. What is this? Light and Nick. What do those do?
Oh, those are like special features that the weapons have. So with the new rules for basically 5.5 edition.
Where can I read what Nick does?
If you click on it, a little box should pop up on the side. It tells you what it does.
Click on what?
On
Oh,
the
like go back to
word,
actions. I see.
like on the
Gotcha.
word that says Nick.
Okay. Nick, preferred like Nick. Okay. Deck. Oh, sap. What the? I can't see it. It just says that it has Nick. Finesse light Nick. Because I'm not sure if I want Nick or Vex. Because I don't know what they do. I have options here because I've got a short sword and a scimitar. Scimitar attack. Tell me there. Scimitar customized. Okay, I'm just gonna Google it. Nick property.
I see that your spear. I see your spear has the sap ability, which basically gives the creature disadvantage on your attack roll, on their next attack roll, before the start of your next turn. Then you also have the slow ability on your longbow. So if you hit a creature with a longbow, you can reduce its speed by 10 feet. But since it's already within 5 feet of you,
Right. Okay. Well, I guess I'll use a spear then. How do I do that?
basically with your spear, if you should have it equipped. Do you have a spear? Anything else? I can add one to your.
I've got one. So I can use it. I can use a spear two-handed, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's the 1d8 if I use it two-handed, right?
So, yep. Go ahead and roll your hit DC first.
Okay.
All right.
20.
So that does hit.
And then 10 plus
Your hunter's mark. So 14.
14.
Cool. And then that brings us back to Sir Pompous. Hopefully he's still awake.
I'm still awake. Sympampus does not hit and is no longer Sympampus' turn.
All right. And then, Alicia, it's your turn.
I don't get. Do I get advantage? No, because he's
No.
not prone anymore.
No, he's not. He's standing.
Anna?
Alicia,
Did Anna
Yeah.
fall asleep?
She lost
Or the it's your turn.
My turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go ahead and roll. That does not hit.
No.
And that'll bring us to the vampire's turn. Vampire spawn. And he's going to try and smack Deadly Eagle again.
Deadly Eagle.
That does not hit. He's got one more attack. Disadvantage. That also does not hit. And that brings us back up to your turn again, good sir.
I guess I better keep attacking.
Yeah.
$11.
All right, that does not hit. And then that'll bring us back to Sir Pompous.
We just keep going. Yep, we just keep going.
And then Alicia.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. That does hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. 7. All right. And it is now his turn. He's going to hit regularly this time. Damn. He's just rolling hot duty. Yep, he still misses because he rolled a 6 and a 6. And it's Deadly Eagle's turn again.
I guess that rat is really affecting his system with the blood.
Yeah, he's got the plague now. Yeah.
He's trying
well,
to regenerate from the plague.
I guess I'm the tank, so I'm gonna keep trying to hit. By the way, cleric, I only have 8 hit points left.
By the way, I used both my spell slots already.
Okay.
I probably should
Fair
have
enough.
saved one, but you know. I tried to kill him as fast as possible, and radiant damage I thought was gonna do double what it hit either time. So
I'm rolling doo-doo too.
Yeah, that doesn't hit. And it is now Sir Pompous.
So Bumpus, that's a 22.
Hey!
All right, that hits.
7.
Right, and he is dead.
Oh,
Finally.
killed with the classic vampire slaying weapon.
He falls downstairs and he's dead. But with that, I'd say the next time you guys rest, you will be level 2.
Heck yeah, fast level.
And so you see the remains of this vampire spawn and the priest.
I'm going to take my scimitar and separate his head from his body just to be sure.
Okay, you do that, and you are now in the possession of a vampire spawn head.
Cool. His name's Stan.
Actually, he does have his own name, but if you want to name him Stan, you can name him Stan.
His real name doesn't matter to me. I own him
He's
now.
already dead.
And
He
with this,
belongs to us.
you guys, what's up?
Does our boy Donovan, is he dead?
He
or
dead,
can I try
yeah.
to?
He
Okay,
dead.
yeah. Does he have anything on his person?
Blood all over him and his clothes.
Clothes, okay. No. Okay. So nothing else down here of interest?
No, no extra bread.
No bread. It was a bad day for Donovan.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Jonathan. We did try
He
to
gave
save
away his
you.
last piece of bread. Church got broken. Looted, trashed, and then he died to the vampire who's holding hostage.
But
And stole his stuff.
Yep. So I'd say you guys make your way back up, kind of, worn down a little bit from the battle.
Yeah.
And
I see some
as
beds
you,
over here.
well, as you walk out, like let's say you're walking back up, you see a lone woman with like dark brown hair walking towards the church, and that'll be where we end today's session.
Yay, I survived.
You guys did pretty good for that encounter. It was not I didn't scale it down really at all, because you guys were not really supposed to go in there yet. But somebody wanted to fight a monster that was several CR levels higher than it. Luckily, it didn't have a whole lot of HP.
I guess we're both kind of guilty. You don't call him Deadly Eagle for nothing.
Yeah, so that go ahead and end the stream and end the session.
I think
What's up?
none of us learned any valuable lessons here because I get the feeling that this is going to happen again.
Probably. Someone may die, but that's the sacrifice that I'm willing to make.
Yes.
But say goodnight, everybody.